Hi, Christian. Thank you very much for this really interesting podcast. All your videos, either videos or podcasts, are really always so interesting, and I enjoy them so much, and I'm sure that all Kanguro members enjoy it so much. Can and all the world, all the world. I guess that all English learners enjoyed so much. And the first thing that I remember that you have talked on your podcast was really interesting. Um, you have said that the English culture is strongly based on the culture of the Northern Hemisphere, and really that's right, because due to these really important countries, speaking English speaking countries, but there is another big world of English, which is Australia that you have mentioned. Well, the countries of the southern hemisphere that I know that are speaking English speaking countries are Australia, New Zealand, South Africa. Um, I guess that there are some islands over there. Well, and I have to mention that over here there are the Falkland Islands as well. But well, and other islands, I guess that they speak English as well. And that was so interesting that you have mentioned that thing about the Australian flag, which consists on in the corner there is uh, uh, there is there is a technical name of that part of the flag. Well, I don't know it even in my own language, but there is a little part there with the flag of the United Kingdom, and the other places are different stars. And you have mentioned that well, I'm really not sure what if they are the state, but the states of Australia perhaps, but there is those stars is are the southern. They depict the southern. Well, I'm sorry if I have a kind of misunderstanding, right? But okay, I'm going to to follow this point of my speech. In uh, the flag, there is a depiction of the Southern Cross, and that is really interesting. You have mentioned that these kinds of constellation that can be seen depending on in which hemisphere you are. um, it is what constellations you are able to see. um, the universe is so amazing. Our point of view, I really love that, and those sites are really nice. um, and well, I'm here in the southern hemisphere as well, and well, here here in the town, um, there is a little bit lightened, right? So it's not easy to watch the sky at night. But I love sky at night. Um, well, and mostly in summertime, you know. um, and well, by the way, you have reminded me there was a documentary that I have seen about Ecuador, right? You know that the line of Ecuador is the line of division between the northern and the southern hemisphere, and I there is a kind of museum over there in Ecuador, and they show the differences, right? And for example, something really interesting was about how the how water drops down in a sink, right? On through a sink, right? And in the southern hemisphere, when the water drops down, swirling like this, and in the northern hemisphere, water drops down doing this, the other side, right? In the other direction, and but just in the middle, the water goes. It only goes down, right? That's so interesting, and well, and I that what you are mentioning, which is um, a typical a that something that we can see here on the southern hemisphere, which is there on the Australian flag. It's all also on the Australian anthem, um, in the second strophe. Usually in worldwide, I guess that the different anthems, people don't sing all the strophes, but in the Australian anthem, I guess it's the same, but the second strophe, which is not that known as the first one, is says, "Beneath our radiant Southern Cross, we'll toil with hearts and hands to make Southern Cross, to make this commonwealth of ours renowned of all the lands. For those who've come across the seas, with boundless plains to share, with courage let us all combine to advance Australia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing, advance Australia fair." Well, I seize on this moment to sing the whole second strophe of the Australian anthem, and but that's really interesting. And the other thing that you have talked about was about euphemisms, and euphemisms, um, and well, that has paid so much my has drawn so much my attention, right? That is an expression that I have been learning these days. Thanks, there was a really kind member of Canguro English, um, Patricio, and he was correct. He has corrected me that I was used to saying in my videos, I there is something that paid my attention. No, I pay attention to something, and something draws my attention, right? And when I have to talk to at somebody, let me. Okay, I wanted to. I paused it for a while because I wanted to translate this word. When I want to nag somebody, right? When I want to nag somebody, I call their attention, right? And so I'm trying to get used to these expression. Well, I want to go back to the point. There were the other thing that have drawn my attention was that about euphemisms. I have found so impressive what you said about that belief about bears, that in the past they didn't they didn't say bear, cause they was afraid that if they said bear, a bear will appear over there. So that was one of the first euphemisms, and it's incredible how humanity has changed so much. And the other thing that has drawn so much my attention was remain related. So how this culture influences on English learners, and you have mentioned a really fun example, which was a fireman. Let me see here what you have. A prank. There was a fireman pregnant going downstairs, for example. I don't remember well, and what the student wanted to say, what uh, there was a fireman carrying a baby. um, that was uh, that was really fun. And um, and the other at finally, there was another thing that you have mentioned about euphemism treadmill, and that's so true. Nowadays, we have changed lots of words due to other considerations. So the we that's really interesting, because we are continually creating euphemisms as well. It's not only something um, that has happened in the past. Nowadays, we continue it with that. And I guess that finally it's part of human mind. And but well, my video has has lasted too much. But I really wanted to talk about these things, because your podcast has definitely drawn my attention so much. It was really interesting, and I want to congratulate you and thank you, Christian, for all these amazing content that you are always creating, making for us. Um, okay. Um, Thank you very much, Christian. Okay. Bye bye.